Wow, that was easy. Wow, that was easy.
Hey, what it is. Man. So right now it looks like I'm gonna be vibing by myself for a little bit, but it's cool. It's cool. Let's make sure the sound is in order. Usually I got people here. We got hold on, I just want to double check, make sure everything working. All right, we good. Had to make sure it was all working. But yeah, I'm gonna be solo dolo for a little bit. Vanilla is sick as a dog, so she's not gonna be able to make it into the show tonight. She was like, "I can still do it if you need me to." No, we don't. Nobody wants you on the show. I sound like but nah. I told her just get well. So make sure y'all hit her up on her DMs with some get well wishes. Um, and Simone is was at an event that she's on her way back from the other side of town. And if you know anything about that Orlando traffic, it's just as bad, especially if you're going from Kissimmee to the east side or anything like that, or vice versa. Um, it's just as bad as Atlanta traffic. So I said, you know what? It's cool. We're gonna hold it down. But all that means is I will have if the conversation is really rocking, people really talking, I'm going to drop and allow people to call in. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So, um, other than that, my week has been good. I want to pull up these remarks. Usually, I have Vanilla responding with this, but you know what? We're gonna figure it out. It's cool. Let's see. But all right. So my week has been decent, honestly. Just been grinding, been working, been on it. It is what it is, and here we are. It's Thursday. Hopefully, y'all had a good week so far. It's Friday Eve. If tomorrow's your payday, I understand that sometimes it seems like a robbery on payday. You get the money and it goes right out. The shit's spent before you get it. But you know what? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna get better. And but all in all, it could be worse. So we have some great topics tonight. I hope y'all ready to join this conversation. Because if not, I could talk to myself. It's cool. Until Simone get here. It's cool. Trust me. But if not, definitely, definitely, definitely. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit my intro and get started with this show since that is what it is. I go by the name LB Easy. Usually I'm here with the beautiful Vanilla and the beautiful Simone. But this is Vibe Society.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, 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 yes. We are back. Make sure y'all follow us on social media, Vibe Society, if you want to join into the conversation before the conversation starts. We always post our topics at least 24 hours before the show. So you're welcome to jump in, give your feedback, or you could talk live here on the show in the comment section, or when we offer the call in number for you to call on in as well. So our biggest thing is making sure that we shout out everybody and that's a part of this. Um, we do have a new sponsor for the show, but we will be debuting next week. So lay around for that. But let's go with the sponsors we currently have listed. You already know we got C Media, the network that makes this thing possible, and we have Mixmasters LLC. Make sure you hit up Mixmasters LLC. They do deliver, they do custom drinks. They also um, do bartending services. So hit them up, holla at Mike, tell him Vibe Society sent you. Next week we got our new sponsor coming in. I can't wait to debut that. I think y'all gonna really vibe with it because this is the Vibe Society. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started with the first topic. Topic number one: should you be fired for things you do? Oh, my bad. Should you be fired for things you do off the clock, even if they're perfectly legal? Now, this topic came because there was a teacher that was let go from her job after she was voted a teacher of the month, and then the following month was let go due to her having a rap career that parents did not agree with. Now, let's see here. We have a few responses. We have one chat says yes. We have Sydney. Joanna says nope because they need to mind their business. Now, me personally, how can I put this? When you're working for somebody, you can't tell them how they can deal with what you're doing off the clock. And I think that's the misconception a lot of people have is, especially when you're in certain businesses, such as your job is to be a role model, and as a teacher, you are supposed to be a role model. And you have people that work for these companies. They care about their money before they care about your feelings. So a lot of people think like, oh, it's my TikTok or it's my Instagram, it's my OnlyFans account or whatever. Like the nurse that got let go for having an OnlyFans account. That's the only thing about it is when you're working for someone else, they're going to protect their dollar before they protect you. So at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you're upholding whatever image they have. I have a lot of people that don't think that way. A lot of people think, it's just solely I'm going to do what I want to do how I want to do it, and that's not going to ever fly. Me as a business owner, anybody that worked for me or worked for me currently, um, will tell you I really care less about a lot of things you do as long as it don't affect my money. Like when people come and they be like, "Oh well, I wanted to do this, so I was asked to do this," or that. As long as it don't affect my money, we good. Like that's all it is. The moment it does, I'm gonna bring it to you. We gonna have to get it corrected. Other than that, it's cool. But that's just what any business owner is going to do. Public relations and PR is always the case. Now, I my thing is what is it called? Uh, when you think that you're the main character, I think main character syndrome, center stage syndrome, something like that, where you think that everything revolves around you. That way, you have to have a idea because sometimes it goes out of that. Like you have kids that get kicked out of school because their parents are in OnlyFans. Their mom, like that one kid, his mom was promoting her OnlyFans as a bumper sticker on the car when she was picking up the kid from school. It's a place and time for it. You know, I'm not saying just because somebody decide to do some stuff in their private life that it should affect their kids. But you also have to keep in mind that if you're going to be on the school grounds, if you're going to be anything like that, that plays a part. But staying on topic when it talks about your career, you have to follow the rules of your company. Your company don't allow they gonna do drug tests to see if you smoking. You don't smoke weed and get caught. Like, and you gonna put this stuff on social media, it's easy to find you. You know, it's easy to find you. And if it's disruptive to productivity. And I think with the teacher, she was working for a charter school at that. Please correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. She was working for a charter school, so that also played a part because that's not a public school. So they're literally looking at the money. Like, and yeah, she had to get up out of there. But they also said she put her previous students in the music video. So I was wondering, I wanted to look into it to see, all right, so what in the music video was she saying? I didn't see nothing real crazy, to be honest with you. I didn't hear anything crazy. I didn't listen to the whole song. It wasn't all that. Just to be honest with you, the song was kind of trash, but I was hearing to see if she was saying any crazy stuff. I didn't hear any crazy things. And only thing I would say was like this one little outfit she had on, but it was kind of like the same outfit Majorettes wear. You know, it's like a one piece. It wasn't really showing the yams. Like you can see the bottom of the cheeks if she turned around, but she was standing sideways the whole time. So I honestly don't know. When they first said teacher got believed that she was fired due to a rap career, I thought it was talking about the teacher that went viral for making that rap song for her school, and then turned out that she was having relations with her student. I was like, nah, you got fired because of the student situation. But in this case here, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that someone should be fired simply because they are not because something they do off the clock? If a person has an OnlyFans account, if a person on their social media now, do you think that should play a part? That's where the main question comes from. Um, but the one thing I always tell people, if you want to do what you want to do, you need to make your own money, own your own business. But even with owning your own business, there's still PR things you have to look for. There's ways you have to work around that. So you're always going to have a boss. Your client is your boss in a sense when you're an entrepreneur. So if you doing things, there's certain things that I can't say or do. I don't work for anybody. You know, I'm a graphic designer, so I do all freelance work. And but my clients are my boss in a sense. My clients are the ones that's giving me the money, so I have to provide a service in a certain way, but I also have to present myself in a certain way. And you have a lot of people that think that no, I'm not going to do that. And you went out here and got these degrees to be a nurse, like I said, the nurse that got fired for having an OnlyFans account. You have to make your decision on what's going to be your path. But if you're making that money over there, great. But if you're not, you need to stay where the money is working because you leave your nursing career to do OnlyFans only for that shit to burn, crash and burn. You taking an L to me. I'm sorry. That's an L. That's an L. Because I know a lot of nurses that make great money. You know, so I don't know, ladies. Do y'all think that that's an even trade? OnlyFans account for your nursing license? I don't think so. I really don't think so. But it works in different ways. Just like prior to the NIL thing, the kicker from the University of Central Florida, he had a YouTube account and his YouTube videos was making a lot of money. And it was like, well, you're a college athlete, so you can't have that on the outside. So that he had to choose between his scholarship and that. Turns out he chose to lose his scholarship to keep his YouTube. Well, he makes millions off his YouTube, and now he's auditioning to make it into the NFL as a kicker. So he may still get his second dream. I say all that to say when you work for someone else, when someone else signs your checks, yeah, you can be fired. You can be fired for the things you do off the clock. Do y'all think there should be limitations to that? Stipulations based off the career? If you take a career as a teacher, you are automatically signing up as a role model. So you need to be mindful. And we see it on social media all the time. There's some teachers that be like, let me show you what I wear as a fifth grade teacher, as an eighth grade teacher. And some of them be, all right, cool. But others should be like, bruh, my teacher's dead. What? Let my teachers I've been I've been this height since the eighth grade. Let my teachers in high school come to school dressed like the way that someone else be dressed. Man. But in the same breath, I'm the king of when I was working when I was working for someone else. Hey, when I'm off, I'm off. However, at the same time, you didn't see me on social media smoking weed or doing activities that can affect. Like, what was that trend that happened a couple years ago? It was like, oh, coworkers trying to follow you on social media, be like, yeah, off work, I'm a gang member. And it's funny because, yeah, we all know I'm only dealing with you because I'm on the clock. Anything off of this, you can keep it to yourself. I don't want to talk to you about shit outside of here. So we get that. However, you still gotta be mindful. There's people that just their social media is just full of shit that will cost them their job, and then they play victim when it happens. Like you got to be accountable for that. You got to. You got to. I know people that cover themselves accordingly. They'll be around somebody, hey, and everybody know. Don't put them on camera. Hey, it's cool. It's like, come on, let's talk about it. But what do y'all think? Should you be fired for things you do off the clock, even if they're perfectly legal? Yeah, I have mixed feelings on it. I think it depends on your job, the prescription. Oh my God, the position that you upheld, because respect is a major thing, and you have to keep the respect of not only your colleagues, but your superiors as well as the ones that you manage over. And when you start losing that respect, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, it- as a teacher, as a nurse, as a doctor, as any face of any business, you're the first line of communication. You having some reckless shit out there on social media or having some stuff on OnlyFans can and will cost you your job. We saw the therapist lose her job for talking ill about black men in therapy that she was actually a therapist for, and now she has OnlyFans. I don't wish that on nobody. If that's the job you want to go for it. But I just say we need to be accountable and be mindful of that. Yes, your job can be up up and out of there. So that's topic number one. Let's see here. I know Simone is still stuck in traffic, so we'll see. I might end up running this whole thing by myself. So y'all join me in the conversation. Don't leave me out here by myself. I'll do it. I'll talk to myself. It's not gonna be the first time. Make sure you hit that Cash App, support the show, Vibe Society. All right, topic number two. What should be the punishment for someone who knowingly chooses to falsely accuse someone of a crime? Now, this was sparked because of a lot of different things that were going on. Of course, I know Simone want to talk about the Diddy situation. To do reckless stuff, have that next job line. Let me put that on there. You are 100% right. You want to do reckless stuff. Let me take that off. If you want to do reckless stuff, have that next job lined up. You 100% right. How you doing, Britt? Oh, yeah. Can't say it any better than that. So let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Where is it? Did we have any response? All right, yes. So we have Sydney Joanna says, whatever the appropriate punishment is by law, if no probable cause. One Chaz says, jail, bitch, motherfucking jail. And I'm going to touch on that. If you knowingly falsely accuse someone of a crime, you should get whatever the sentence will be. Like your sentence should be based off that. So if they could have got anywhere between 2 years to 6 years, then you can get anywhere between 2 years to 6 years, depending on how deep in that you decide to go. You have so many situations where and I think that plays across the whole board when you have people in law enforcement or in the legal system that are so pressed to solve a crime that they railroad someone. When you have someone that filed false allegations against someone, and causes them, like, you're running into situations where people are losing years of their lives before they found innocent, or people are just never found innocent, but they were innocent, from the get go. Um, and what really sparked this, was just the different. We talked about Kylie Russell. We talked about briefly about the Diddy situation, and I won't lie to you. I think I'm not gonna say Diddy didn't do none of it. The reason I say that is because for years it's been the jokes. Don't go to Diddy's parties. Don't go to Diddy party. Like we've been saying this. Everybody say this shit for years. Hey, don't go to. So I'm like, bruh, bruh done did some shit. You get me? Like some shit done happened. However, in the same breath, I do look at it like I think people see a cash grab. And because people see a cash grab, you're gonna have a lot of stories come out of people trying to get that money, even if it's not from him, just the money to be able to do the interviews. People want to hear that story. Oh, that's the hot topic right now. And it may be people that stuff never happened, but it may be people that stuff did happen, but they did it. They agreed to do it. They willingly did it. But now, before it comes out, for the videotapes, for the testimonies come out, they want to get ahead of it and make it seem like they're as a victim. Also, the situation. What's the name of that book? The author who just came out. It came not just came out, but in 2021, a dude spent 16 years in prison, and she was assaulted. That's what they're stating, that she was assaulted. However, she picked the wrong guy in the thing, and the DA told her, "Well, it's okay. You were just stressed on that. That's why you did it." And they literally knew that the wrong guy was picked, but still pushed for a conviction. Got this man convicted for 20 years, and he did 16. And she wrote two books off of it, knowing that she didn't pick the right person. So everybody was like, all right, maybe it's the trauma. But her second book she wrote when she was 36, not when she was 18. And it was when they was getting ready. They made a movie, Lucky Bones, I think it's called Lucky Bones. And they made the movie, but they were getting ready to do a second movie to the book or something like that. And the producer of the movie was reading through, and he was just like, something don't seem right. So he hired a private investigator to go through the information and realize this is all a lie. This isn't what happened. It couldn't have happened this way, and they didn't follow this and follow that. So after 16 years, he served his 16, was paroled. He could have been paroled in 8, but they wanted him to agree that he did it, admit to it. And he said, I'm not going to admit to something I didn't do. So after 16 years, he finally was paroled. And in 2021 is when they found that they acquitted him of all his charges. Now, the same thing I say with Kylie Russell when she faked her being abducted. We got to be careful because when stuff like this happen, people are really going through these situations, these unfortunate situations, and you have some people that use them as a way to be able to get through things. And when you look at the way that she discussed this, the author, she talks about, I was a good girl, I was a good witness, I was a good girl, I was a good witness, I was the perfect witness, I was this, that, I was the perfect. And she was talking like in the sense of she was playing her role, and she didn't care. Somebody had to pay for it. And somebody stated, as the 18-year-old, kind of get that kind of like, hey, this is what I went through, and somebody's going to pay for it. But when you wrote the second book as a 36-year-old, or when you wrote it as a 36, no, not you didn't write the book at 18. I'm sorry, you went through it at 18. But at 36, when you wrote this book, and it's like it's scary because as a man, me personally, I already know that anything can happen and I cannot make it home. But to also know that somebody can lie and just say that's what you look like, and they followed everything down. He explained why he was certain places, why he wasn't in certain places. But with Callie Russell, a lot of our black and brown women goes missing and don't get reported. But in that situation, she used it as a ploy and she gets a slap on the wrist. Nah, that if somebody would have got caught for kidnapping her, whatever years they would have got, she should have got for that false allegation. You're using resources, but also let's make people realize that this is not a playing matter, a laughing matter, or anything like that. It's very serious. So that's my biggest thing is we gotta be mindful of that. So I believe that if you do a false allegation, you should get the same amount of time that that person would have got if they were uh, 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 convicted of that. And I think that will limit false allegations. That will, because when people know that they're coming there, it's gonna be real limited. We have because social media, people put what they want to put. Like, it was just a situation. I was just watching how we've all not we all, but a lot of us may have seen this young lady who moved to Thailand with no money. Like, she had a couple $100, she spent all money, couldn't find a way to get the money going, and she ended up meeting people that helped her out and all that stuff. She should get things moving. But then she just posts a video on her TikTok, like, "Oh, they're kicking us out. This is the text message. I'm wondering what's happening. Do. I just come back and things are gone." Right? Everybody's like, "Dog, they doing us so wrong. Why you doing her that way? Why you doing it that way?" And then it was like, "Oh, well, you got to pay a fine and get out of Thailand." And everybody's like, "Why they kicking her? Why they kicking her out?" Well, it comes out that the owners of the establishment had video cameras and they posted their video cameras to social media. She went through breaking the glass, windows, and doors all through the store. She left that out of her situation, out of her videos, and out of the police report that she filed. So I always say this. My mom used to say this all the time. There's three parts to a story: your side, their side, and the truth. Our perspective is always going to be just that, our perspective. Um, Science have shown that every time you revisit a memory, you alter it a little bit. And that's weird because when we think about our most fond memories, we're maybe thinking about things from my childhood, things of a loved one that passed away. And to know that every time I access that memory, something changes slightly. And it changes based off my perspective or my mood or my perception of that situation. That's why if that video didn't come out, it would have been something totally different. Just like what is it? I can't remember the case. When I said, y'all may remember it. The case of the young lady who she approached the man at a party, and the man was like, "Oh, nah, cool, I'm good." Like, he was going to the bathroom. While he was walking into the bathroom, she walked in and closed the door behind them and turned the lights off and started like kissing on him. Everybody been drinking, and he says, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." He turned the light on. He like, "Nah, I'm good." And so she's still trying. He like, "I'm good." So he just opened the door to walk out. And so the friends are in the hallway looking because they know she just went and made her move. And he comes out kind of like upset, and he was like he had to push her off of him because she kept coming. So he pushed her out. He was kind of upset and all. So she comes out crying and says he tried to her. So the friends start yelling like, "Oh my god, you da 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 da!" And some dudes there start jumping him, which I think any dude would immediately try to defend a woman if that was the situation they were made aware of. Well, The owner of the home asks what happens once the cops get there. The cops arrest him. He's trying to tell them he didn't do anything. He just got jumped. He's telling they arrest him and all that. And it was the owner that came and said, "Which room was this?" And she was like, "The room next to the bathroom, the first room on the right." He says, "That's my office. I have cameras in there. I can run it back." They say the girl immediately stopped crying. Immediately stopped crying because she knew when that video showed she was the one on him. He was pushing her off of him, and that's exactly what it showed. But this gentleman has to go to. He has PTSD now from that situation. That he was almost. He would have if that video wasn't there. He would have been locked up for that. He says he does therapy 4 times a week to deal with the PTSD and the trust issues, but he also have recurring migraines and nerve damage from the assault when he was beat up when they jumped him because he was kicked in his head multiple times and stuff. And it's situations like that that I think we got to be very mindful of. Because in no way, shape, or form is that any joking matter. No one should ever feel like, no one should ever be in that situation. And in turn, you should not use that situation as a weapon. So I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much. What y'all think? What y'all think? Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. I don't know. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the call in link in here. If anybody want to call in, you're welcome to. Just make sure your camera is on. We can't have you on here without your camera on because people do crazy stuff. We need to be able to see who we talking to. Uh, and if I can't see you in the green room, I'm not gonna let you in. But yeah, if you want to join the conversation, you're welcome to join the conversation. Look like I'm holding the show down tonight. Like I'm holding it down tonight, and that's cool. That's cool because once again, Vanilla is out sick, and we have let's see here, Vanilla's out sick, and Simone is basically fighting traffic to get back to the other side of town, and yeah, she may not make it. So let me go ahead and let's see here. We're gonna hold off on the news reports. Fuck it. I'm gonna do the news report. I thought she'd be here by now, but we're gonna have some fun with this. All right, so let's get into the VX report. I go by the name LV Easy. Let's smooth this here and let's have some fun. Shit. What the business is, we are back at it. This is the VX report brought to you by C Media and Mixmasters LLC. If you're feeling the show, if you want to support the show, make sure you hit that Cash App Vibe Society. And yeah, let's get to it. Now, hold on, I'm gonna switch to a different scene real quick because this is where it's supposed to be. Let me switch this camera in. Boom. All right, cool, bet. So for this VX report, we have a few different things that have been going on this week. We have first off Baltimore Bridge. Now, we've heard this story about the cargo boat vessel crashing into the Baltimore Bridge. Now, there's a lot of speculations on this situation. You have people saying that they believe that it was an inside job, that it was some kind of threat done purposely. They show videos where the power goes out, like the boat was going normally, then the power goes out, comes back on, and then now the boat just turns. And when it turns, it still is going to miss the bridge, but then the power go out again, come back on, and then it changes courses. So they think somebody took over the, the vessel. Uh, it's cool, bro, but I'm here. Hey, if you want to call in, you're welcome to call in. I put the link in there. You welcome to call in, bro. I'm doing this thing solo dolo tonight. So, but so we have um this vessel in Baltimore. I I honestly, I saw the video. I watched the video. I did not see uh, anything that I can say was the cause of it. Maybe y'all saw something, but I did see when the power did go out, the lights flicker out. I did notice that the course, when they showed the course of the vessel, that it was going perfectly to head to port. And then it just all of a sudden took a wide turn, and then even when it was turning back out of the port, it took another turn to hit the bridge. So, but then someone else said that they saw what is it? Explosions on the bridge, and it was like, see, it looks like there was dynamite on the bridge. In my experience, that is popping of the support wires, the metal breaking, popping apart from the force. I believe that there's electrical cords up there for the lighting. So I don't know. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let them do that. I know in this day and age, people gonna continue to drop different things on there. I see you in the green room, bro. Turn your phone sideways for me, please. Um, and that's my only thing. So next up, let's see here. Our next topic would be Diddy. Diddy. Now, hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and add you into the room, bro. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna get you right so that they can hear you talking, because I know you're gonna be talking. You're gonna be talking with me, right? Oh, you live on the camera, bro. I got you. I got you.
We good now?
Put your
We good now.
camera higher or sit back.
I was too
Yeah.
close, mad close,
Too
super, super
close.
close.
Too close. All right, what they do, bro? I appreciate you jumping in. I guess it's the fellas tonight.
Hey man, listen, I'm not gonna let you do the show by yourself. You know, we're gonna have some backup reinforcements. Looks better off of IG Live, you know. But
I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Mary is just gonna
I
sit
got
back
you.
and watch me do it. But here we go. So let me get back to it. Hold on. So no. Boom. This one here. All right. So we got P Diddy. As we know, P Diddy, his houses in Miami as well as L.A. was raided this week. Now, this raid is kind of crazy though, because not only do we believe he was tipped off, because Diddy sent his plane with his name on the log as being aboard this plane and sent it to the islands. They made the plane land and Diddy was nowhere to be found. So that means this was purposely done because they knew they would track that plane. And you can't tell me Diddy don't got a friend with another plane he used, or he chartered another plane with a different name. He
Bad
got
boy,
two.
baby.
And if you don't know, it's not hard to charter private jets. There's apps for this shit. And if you got the money, you can get a private jet for $4,500. But we can talk
You
about that
can.
later. So I'm thinking that yes, he had the insight, but this is the crazy thing. Yeah. So they know exactly where they're going. They go through. They say there's something in his L.A. house, in the guest house next to the pool on the second floor, that they was really looking for, not in the main house. Then in Miami, the rumor is that Saucy Santana was in his house in Miami. Young Miami's good friend, bestie, you may say. Hey, first off, why? Like that's all I'm gonna say. Why is Saucy Santana in your house? That's all. But
Do I trust anybody with the name Saucy?
hey, that whole situation is crazy to me. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm
But
just saying, like if you look at it, right, they raided the house, right? First of all, did you see the updated thing with the Stevie J that was up there too?
oh, now they saying, yeah, the Stevie J. They're saying the white boy is his drug mule. Young Miami was a sex worker. Um, somebody else. Who else? What was the other lady? Damn,
Oh,
slipped my mind.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. No,
Yeah, like
if you look at it, did he do it? Yes, he did it. So my thing is, like, Of course, it's
Did
a whole
not did
decoy.
he did D do it? Did
Did
he do
he
it?
do it?
Did he? Did he? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was a dream and nightmare too. So
Bro,
at the same time,
pun intended.
no pun intended. He thought he could get away with it, but he didn't get away with it. That's all.
See,
So
but
I'm
this
gonna
is the
look at it like,
thing. This is the thing, though.
see,
He paid. See, Cassie, her attorneys was like, "We got to get in here and get our money
right,
before we gotta get our money before we release this shit." Because her releasing the information is what started the down, the started the floodgates.
right,
She got her $38 million. Now everybody was like, Diddy should have just gone ahead and shut the fuck up and let her take it to court because everything that he tried to keep from coming out has come out, and he
right,
$38 million
absolutely.
less. He should have used that for his legal, but he
But
went. I think he did go to the motherfucking islands where he can't be extradited, and he gonna do his whole legal process from there.
right,
Russell
but you know
Simmons
what the
did it.
thing? What I think too, Cassie, anybody that was close and was trying to get scotch free and needed money, the ones that knew all about all the operations, I think those is the ones that actually that got paid off. Just like, all right, this hush money for good. Get out of here. I don't need you part of nothing that's going on here. But what happens is, you know how it is when somebody
Go ahead and fix
like
your
go to the
camera for
club.
me, boy. You like
All right,
right here, like
I'm right
raise your
here.
camera
Hold
up
on,
or
hold on.
something.
Yeah, all right,
like,
hold on. My fault.
like
I'm looking like
he's
Stack
sneaking
out
in
here and
like.
shit. Let me talk to Kobe. Let me get Kobe in. Like I don't want to look like that. All right, I got you. But my thing is that if you look at it, everybody that he has that's in that circle, you know how when you go to a club and somebody buy a big ass bottle, expensive ass bottle. Oh, he doing it like that. Oh, I'm gonna see what I could get from him then, because he bought me a bottle here last time, and now everybody
Yep,
start running over there. That's how the same
facts,
situation is with Diddy. So it's like,
facts,
oh, you gonna give him money? Go get this girl money, and you gonna give me after what you done to me? Hold on, let me go to over here
facts,
1996 with a total video and see what the hell
facts.
I got over here. And this is the shit that actually happens.
Facts, and that's what
So
it is. The moment that you see that you can get some money, everybody gonna come out for money, even if they knowingly did some shit. That's what I was saying. They knowingly did. I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I don't think he's innocent. However, I do think some of the things that are coming out were things that people agreed to do because they felt like it was worth the whatever benefit they were going to get from it. Now it's a money grab to say I was a victim. So you could do
all right,
a suit.
you're right.
You didn't take it to the police, you didn't file a report, you didn't do none of that. You want to do a judgment for financial
Damn,
suit.
my phone got drunk. My bad.
Your phone got a
I got a
head of
little
a
tipsy in the
toddler,
club.
that
I got
big
a little
heavy
tipsy in the
head with
club.
a weak neck.
That's it. They give you the more than drink, yeah. But yeah, I'm working without a stand. This is impromptu, so I'm gonna make it work.
Nah,
And
you good.
look, let me ask you this.
Okay.
This is a funny question, right? Name top five Diddy songs.
I don't have a top five Diddy song. Every song is well, no, no, no. He did have some where he featured other people on there. So I say every step I take. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you're gonna run with going Diddy and Mace, Diddy and Biggie, Diddy and
Let me.
somebody else. Like he
I'm
Diddy,
getting somewhere with
he
this,
said
right?
it. Don't worry if I write rhymes. I write checks. He already let you know. He put
Well,
himself
check
on
this out.
everybody's fucking credits.
Let me put this in message form for you. More money, more problems. All about the Benjamins. I thought I told you that we don't stop, right?
Mhm.
If you starting to put the whole thing together, the man is speaking messages and everything, and he's dancing the video. Yeah, I got him too. I told you that we don't stop. Why you think Suge Knight was like, you don't want nobody grooving and glistening, dancing all of your
Well,
videos,
I
bro?
honestly, I think that, I think that at that point, cause Suge can't talk either.
No,
Suge
he
can't
can't.
talk the
Yeah,
shit he
yeah.
was doing. I think Suge was more or less hating on the situation that Diddy was not looked at as a gangster, but still was signing big names and big acts. Um, but I do think that I tell the stories of when I was on tour as an artist that most people never even heard of, and the shit I experienced, the fanfare I experienced. I'm just gonna say that. So I could just imagine a motherfucker that. No, oh, sorry, I'm watching my language. I can just imagine an artist that
Yeah, me
go out
too.
here that has a significant following, rich, famous. Let's just use. I'm gonna use Drake.
Oh yeah,
Drake touched down in your town. The baddest of baddest is willing to do whatever.
right.
There's people that will lay their morals down, like just for a night with him. So,
Yeah, exactly,
but
exactly.
then
Just like Usher.
Usher, same thing.
Until Diddy
You,
started talking about Usher, then kind of got a little. But
we don't have to go that far. Let's look at YoungBoy, NBA
yeah,
YoungBoy. It's like it's always going to be if you got money and fame, somebody's going to want to do something strange for some change. It is what it is.
absolutely.
That's why when you have somebody that's saying, "Oh, this happened, that happened," yeah, one time, two times, I can kind of see that you're a child, yes, you know that. But if you're a grown adult and this has happened over and over, and you say, "Oh, it was because he promised this fame, or he promised this success, or he promised that," you made an equal trade for what you thought it was worth.
Hmm.
So if
Yeah,
somebody tells you
but
you
you,
can leave right now, or you can do this, and you can get this part. I'm not saying it's fair, but if you made a decision as an adult, you gotta bite that bullet. And you said you thought it was okay to do that.
but you know what? I got a question to ask you about this though. If
What
you
up,
knew all of this stuff was going on into these mansion parties and all of the stuff that's here, and it's like, why are you going? I
bro?
want to see for myself to see. I want to see if y'all lying.
Exactly what I said earlier. People been saying for years. People been saying for years. Diddy, oh, Diddy. But that was the joke. Oh, don't Diddy party. Nah, I party, but I'm not partying with Diddy. And so it's the same thing when they talk about R. Kelly. You knew what was going on. What up, Greedy Bree? How you
Absolutely.
doing?
What up, Bree? We in the
Absolutely.
building
We are
with all
definitely in
your
the building.
spelling.
Well, that's the thing that's crazy is this. Let me go to this next one on here because
Okay.
we talking about Diddy, but that brings us right to what we were just saying when we say next on list is John Miami, Miss Carisha. Now, out of Liberty City, got love for that. I spent some times in Gwen Cherry Projects. That's where her and JT from. So my auntie stayed over there. So I know Gwen Cherry very well and Scott's. So all love, but this goes to a situation when they say that she is being listed as a sex worker. Right? Now, she said it. She said the shit. She said it multiple times. She get an allowance. She do the freaky shit. He want this done. She gonna do it. Hey,
I can give you a good analogy for this one.
go
Remember
ahead.
how R&B music that they always back in the day, they talk to you in different types of levels of like poetry to try to get in your drawers. Now it's like it's upfront to the point, let you know what it is. That's what Young Miami is doing right now.
Hey, I'm gonna tell
That's
you
what
like
she's
this.
doing.
The only thing I say that she messed up on was this. Cause she's still I tell everybody, hey, me personally, I'm not out here trying to wife somebody that been ran through. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm also
Mm-mm.
not out here talking down to you like, oh, just cause you like, you do OnlyFans or you like, do whatever you do, you're a stripper and all that, that you less of a no. Mm-mm. Somebody I support the naked hustle. Do your thing. However, I just want you to hold strong on your shit when shit may not go your way, and if it does go your way, just don't come out here playing victim. So as long as she stays strong with what she's doing, I got no problem with it. The only thing I say she did wrong was all that money she was getting. She should have been putting that bit to the side.
Yeah.
She should have been putting
'Cause
that bit to the side
you
because she ain't gonna
understand.
get it no more. And they say she's
If
selling
you
clothes out her
understand.
closet. So
Ooh.
yeah, they say she's selling clothes out her closet.
You know what that
And,
remind me of?
and
Tyrese and Baby Boy.
wigs. Yeah, this feels soft on your skin right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And try to sell
But
one of saucy, try to sell one of saucy over there. I'm gonna fit my big ass in this dress.
oh God, I don't want to see that image. God, I just saw that image. Saucy and Miss Netta. And that's
There you go.
trial dresses. Let me stop. God forgive
Yo,
me. Uh,
listen, I agree. I agree. But that money situation though, like it only is only a temporary fix. So you save what you can and save for a lawyer too, because
yeah.
everything glitter and gold.
And
It ain't.
the thing that's so frustrating is that w- I try to tell people all the time,
Right.
when you're up, don't take note of the people that's there. Take
Hmm.
note of the people that's there when you're not up. And a lot of times you could be up so long that you lost track of the people that was there when you wasn't up because you've been up so long.
Hmm.
However, when this situation's happened, you see how many people separate themselves from Diddy. Now, Diddy, his money team is smart because they switch all his properties into his kid's name or to different businesses that's outside of the record. Like his house is under Bad Boy Films with in his daughter's name.
Hmm.
Um, he sold off his shares. Like he liquidated funds before somebody told him they was coming, so he can get missing and have money where he need to be.
I got a question about that too. How you feel about the people that are giving money to tell, but also getting more money to tell Diddy that they're coming? You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
we
they
need
double
you to
dipping.
inform $1 million, but Puff like, hey Puff, they coming for you, bro. Oh, here's $3 million. So the man that left out with $4 million. Don't even know he's the first person that actually told, and he's the person sitting under you.
But this my thing though. This my thing. You don't think somebody like Diddy don't have dirt on a lot of people? The the,
Oh,
the number one thing, me and you alone, we can sit here and say, I got dirt on people. They know I know. And that's it. And we're nobodies compared to these people. So you're gonna
you know what's
tell
even
me that he don't
crazier?
got the videotapes of certain parties? He
Mm-hmm.
don't got messages. He don't got meetings. He don't know the inside of what happened with this and that. A lot of people don't want. A lot of people was at these parties.
But look, check this out though, LV. A person that really has nothing to lose will get a lot to gain when they don't want it. Because if you look at the situation, is Puffy could go bankrupt now and they could take everything and freeze his assets. If Puffy comes out with a tell-all book, it pays for everything.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing though. He got to beat the. He got the reason. This is the thing that's so frustrating is they can't get him on the legal shit on legally for most of the shit they bringing up. This is all shit that people can file for monetary gain. What is that called? What case is that called? It's not criminal court. It's a
It, um,
it's not a criminal. It's a damn.
I think I know what you're talking
Anyways,
about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about too.
anyways, but it's for monetary gain. So what they did was like anybody that ever known somebody that caught charges, they gonna throw every charge they can possibly throw at you. And then they'll start subtracting from there. They need to throw as much stuff on you for that initial arrest as possible. Now they're saying, "Oh, Homeland is all in there and all that stuff, great stuff." Yes, but you want to know what? They're going to try to find something. Now, once the feds come, everybody know the feds like to come with the jacket. They don't. They're not coming guessing. They're coming knowing what they're going for, and
Exactly.
that's why the feds have such a high rate that they're going to tell you either you're going to take this deal or you're going to sit for years. Now, the only thing I say I think Diddy got is this: he may have enough skeletons to be able to talk his way out of major time, be able to
Yeah,
start
but that's
telling
the
on
thing.
people.
I think he got a Netflix series. I think literally Puffy probably gonna have a Netflix series longer than Blacklist and what else? The other show? All American, all them seasons put together. Because I think he's gonna have a separate one for each person.
But this
That's
is
what's
the
gonna keep him
thing.
moving.
I think he's gonna pull a Russell Simmons. I really think he's gonna pull a Russell Simmons. He's gonna go somewhere where he can't be touched, so that he can control the narrative, but he still You say you're gonna stop his assets. You don't think he has money in cash and
And
money he done
gold.
stashed the other way? Go like you. He's certified billionaire. Billion niggas that don't make that much. I got a stash. So a billionaire, he got money, gold, diamonds, all that shit. He got money in other places. He got friends that's been holding monies for him. Like, just think about that.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Like, let's see what Mary says. Make sure y'all hit that cash app if y'all liking the show. Please, please hit that cash app. This shit ain't free. What Mary talking about? Let's
Please go
see
to the
here.
collection plate.
Pass the collection plate, please.
Okay,
Um,
hold on.
they gotta have something to break down. Yeah, yeah. While they looking into it, and that's the thing though, because when they put all these charges on you, they put all these charges just so they can say, "Hey, we got you got 13 charges against you. This can cover. This can go 80 years." Mind you, 8 of them automatically won't stick, and the other ones they hoping to stand there. You know, so but the Fed's gonna come in there. They got something they're gonna hold you on. And that's why the reason I think the reason they're using trigger words like sex trafficking and and if please correct me if I'm wrong, you can use the phrase, you can use that word of S trafficking, as long as there was some kind of transportation of sexual favors. If you gave somebody a ride to you or flew them to you and y'all did some sexual favors, that can be. So we use this word and immediately think that he's kidnapping women or holding them against their, and that's not the case. Now, being flown out, or like they say, flued out, that's something that all these women talk about.
Right,
So if you're gonna
right.
start charging motherfuckers for flying people in to do some freaky shit, there's a lot of motherfuckers. First off, I don't fly nobody out. Like, I'm sorry, I'm broke, baby. You don't even get Ubered out. Like, I'm sorry. So, but, but
It,
there's gonna be a lot
it,
of
it,
people
it,
that,
it's only two reasons why the fact that I will pay for a flight. One is because you have my last name. That's number one. And number
true
two,
that.
you got to be my mama. That's it.
And she got my last name. So, but it's like it's just certain things that I just don't do. It's just that's how I was
Exactly.
raised. I'm not flying you out. Now, if you're in the same city as me, let me know you in the city and we can link up. If I'm in the same city
Right.
as you, I'm in your city. Hey, I'm gonna be in your city. Let's link up. But that flying out shit, if you're not my lady, why the fuck am I flying you here? But anyways, long story short, if that's the case, then there's gonna be a lot of guys that run into this situation. They need to rethink their plan. So let's see here. So that is the last of the VX report. Once again, this is the VX report brought to you by C Media and Mixmasters LLC. All right.
Hmm.
So it's crazy because I was like, next week we introducing our new sponsor. And you jumped on today. But
I guess
yeah,
I'm popping on everybody's streams today at the right time because, you know,
hey, it's cool though. Just to take the cat out the bag. Hookah Therapy will be is our new sponsor starting next week. You will see their logo and all that stuff on our on air, all that Vibe Society stuff. So definitely big thanks to RC and the whole Hookah Therapy
appreciate it,
team.
man.
And we got a lot in store for y'all. So let's go on and get on topic number 3. So topic number 3. Why do people rush into relationships without doing the self work? Now, I think we have some responses on our IG for this. Give me 2 seconds. Let me pull this up. Let's see. We have Uncovering Danny says, because they don't know they need to do the work. Which I do think. We have one Chaz that says happiness. We're let's see here. It's a natural instinct to seek out happiness. We're just more selfish than previous generations were. Okay. And we have Sydney Joanna says because they're insane. um, now, what you think, bro? Why do you think people rush into relationships without doing the self work? And I'm gonna post this while you're doing that. I'm gonna post this link in here. If y'all want to call in, you're welcome to call in. Just make sure your camera is on. Go ahead, bro. Why do you think?
Well, one of my reasons I think is because I look at it as some people like repetitive, like the same relationships. So my thing
Okay.
is maybe this person might be the same person this one is, but won't hit me. Or maybe this person might be the same person as this one, and they would spend more money. And the thing is, they look for the same characteristics of the same person that they actually deal with instead of just looking out the branch something that could be even greater or beyond what they're supposed to be. But they don't do their homework on the fact is because they don't fix their character, what they have to fix in order for them to work on somebody else. So how am I gonna look at the background on something if I'm mentally still going on the same thing that I'm keep going for?
I get that. I get that. Let's see here. Mary says we got King Mary with probably because oh shit. Probably because they're so lonely they look for immediate coverage. He has a follow up.
Mm.
They are so lonely they look for coverage to fill in the void. And I won't lie to you. I think you're right on that one. We gotta be honest when we talk about how a lot of people just don't know how to be alone, don't want to be alone, afraid of being alone. They jump from one person to another, never doing work or fixing themselves. It's always somebody else's fault, or it's just gonna fix itself, and that's not the case.
Yeah, they'd be like this, you, my quarterback hurt, right? So what they're gonna do, hey, you, even though I got you from Wish, you look like this one, but go in there and do something. Like, go do something. Make us win. You ain't gotta do much. Just look like what you look like. That's it. And that's what they do. They get the same person. They get the same fucking exact person. You ever see
It's
somebody like,
like
yeah, I'm over
you
you, and then
haven't
somebody
changed
look just like you?
anything, but want something different.
Like, you ever see somebody over you, and then they get somebody look just like you?
They got to type. They got to type. And, and that's the thing. Oh snap, we got Simone. Oh man, she was moving. Hold on, I got you, Simone. Give me 1 second. I know you was coming from the other side of town. Let me get you right, girl. Let me get you right. How you? Oh, and
Oh,
she got the pearls on and all.
listen,
Ooh,
I
wee.
tried. I was trying to get here as fast as I could. Let me just look like I gotta switch hats real quick. I just,
Nah, you
hey
good?
y'all.
Uh,
What's
I
up?
know I'm at the
hey,
end. I'm at the end, but I just wanted to show my face. Like I can't leave y'all behind. What's up, friend?
hey,
How you
it's
doing?
cool.
Right. I'm here. I'm alive and blessed.
I love to hear. We love to see it.
It
All
is
right, what we
a
doing? What we doing?
okay. We talking about why do people rush into relationships without doing the self work?
Because they scared of being alone. Want they desire companionship.
Just said
What
it.
else? Yeah, it's just the fear of abandonment.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's another one for me.
My,
That's what I
I
think.
got a question about that too. Are you really over a person if the person looks like the same exact person that you dating next? It's like, oh,
So like
fine, it's
basically
okay.
you like rebound and that person looks like them, they have the same qualities. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You just like them. You just can't.
So
No.
are you over that
No,
person,
you
the,
could
the
have a
original?
type, like I have a type,
Yeah,
I
thugger,
like,
thugger.
what?
Once you go LB, you'll never get free. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I like LB's type. They do treat you right though. I'm not gonna lie. They feed you good.
You better
Good.
tell them. You better tell
No, I'm not
them.
feeding you tonight. Shut up.
Just here for the comments, but go ahead.
I think you could have if you have like if you rebound and not is it rebound or if you move on to another person after you and another individual break things up and they look like them, they have the same qualities. Yeah, it's not gonna. You're just like chasing an old dream. Like I don't know. not really evolving as a person.
Yeah, I mean, I technically look at that, but on a men's perspective too. On a men's
Yeah.
perspective, I look at it as like for a lot of men. I'm not just saying generally of speaking to anybody here, but the thing is
Hmm.
that some of us just think with the zipper because they look like they're ready to give up with the situation because it's like they are so much into the relationships that they get that they had to earn for. Like, man, I'm tired of doing all this. I'm about to just get something like Little Caesars, hot and ready, and let's see what happens afterwards. You get people that do that. And some females are like, you know what? I feel you because they will talk their way into some draws. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is that they
Females
be
are
like,
known to do it too. Have I done it? No. Maybe.
You never talked your way into not.
Maybe.
Honestly, is it hard for a
nah,
woman
I
to
don't
get?
believe nobody that just
Yeah,
took them pearls off
That's
like
the
that.
thing.
First of
I
all,
have had a conversation, but not realize what I was actually doing. I feel like for women, we just have it easy. I just feel bad for y'all. Y'all really got to work. Like God knew what He was doing by making me a female. 'Cause
we
I'll
got
take
a
mine.
hard job. We got
I'll
a
take
hard
mine.
job though, honestly.
y'all can't. Y'all got to pay
I'm
to
not in
go
no
everywhere.
rush. I'm not in no rush though. That's the thing. Y'all get in free everywhere, but y'all gotta rush. Y'all got a time before y'all.
Wait, hold on. No, 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 no,
Fine.
no. Hold on.
Like so,
Wait,
but when is it? I don't
wait,
know.
I'm just
wait.
saying, it's a fair trade to
I knew
me.
it says ladies free before 12 and y'all get there at 1:30. Because I don't get y'all when y'all do come to the spots. It'd be for free.
First of all,
And then
yeah.
y'all be
First of
like,
all,
you know
that's
what?
30
I'm about to put this
crazy.
best outfit on. Then you done pre-gamed and did you done took a selfie
First
for an
off,
hour.
women are the only people that can go to an event broke and drink more and have more fun than everybody else in there.
Not me.
Y'all get in
I'm
free,
different.
drink free before midnight. Niggas
I'm
buying y'all
different.
drinks all night. Y'all share 3 appetizers, and y'all roll 6 in a Hyundai.
Yep. Yeah. Don't let your tax
But
return hit.
oh, y'all balling, damn. And be the first one in the
That's
club.
on
Broke niggas don't
me.
deserve no put. What?
But
You
I be like,
broke?
hell yeah, they don't.
came with your dog,
They
let
don't.
your dog out. If you came with your dog, point your dog out.
Nah. But
Whatever song that gets you turned up and them shots is over there, like, yeah, yeah, they don't deserve it. Here you go. You friendly as hell. I like you. Thank you. Then you realize you had the same amount of drinks they had.
yeah, nah, it's cool. But nah, I just think to answer that question, people rush because they don't want to be alone. They because being alone means you're alone with your thoughts and you have to be accountable for them. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the scariest thing. The best thing that ever happened to me was when my therapist told me, "Be okay with being alone. You'll be okay." And I was like, "What?" But once you're okay with being alone, you are okay. Like you are okay, and it's not meaning like you want to be alone for the rest of your life, but you really pinpoint what you like, what you don't like, and what you need.
Mm-hmm.
You have to separate your needs from your wants when it comes to relationships. And I think being alone and doing that self work allows you to see the things you need and then just the things you want. I will want these things, but these are the things I need, and that allows me to communicate those things very clearly. So let's see here. Brit. Hold on, let me take this cash app. Hit that cash app. Hit that cash app. All right. Let's see here. Brit
Britt
says,
said, doing the work is too revealing of yourself. When you do the work to heal, you may realize you aren't who you think. That is true. Self discovery, self awareness,
yeah,
Mm,
or who you think you are. Boom.
yeah, I know. I had
that's
to
so
shut
honest.
everything. Wait, but
Go
wait a
ahead.
minute. You know what I was gonna say? Yo, I was gonna say too. What if you do the work, right? And people, you know how people complain about, oh, you know what? I done spent all this money on this and that and that. Well, me, shout out to LLCs, you know, with credit cards, when you pay for certain stuff, they call charitable events. They work out very well.
Write
So
that shit
I
off.
don't see I don't see me losing, to be honest with you. I just see a win-win
Don't say that
situation.
shit too loud. Your ass gonna get audited.
It's that season. They can be knocking on his door at April 15th.
I don't think so. I got good motive.
Hey, but no, Britt, I think you're 100%. You hit the nail on the head. It's
I
too
agree.
revealing. When you do the work, you have to look yourself in that mirror, and that's the hardest thing to do is to realize that shit. Damn, maybe I'm the problem. And trust me.
You know, people don't
Uh,
admit that. They never want to
That
admit
that's
that.
self evaluation. You got to see if you keep doing the same mistakes over and over. You got to question yourself or question the Rolodex of people that you actually talk to because they all could have something as a similar trait.
it's one of two things. Everybody can't be bad. And if all the people that you are dating end up bad, then what is it about you that attract these bad people? So we
Mm.
gotta, at the end of the day, we gotta evaluate either you or your picker. And when you do that kind of stuff, it kind of it helps out a lot. And I had to do that. Like I wasn't the problem in all my relationships, but I was a part of the problem in all my relationships that didn't work out. And it was certain things that I had to tighten up on, I had to address, and I had to decide which hill I'm willing to die on. And that goes back with your wants and your needs. And yeah, but once again, people don't want to be that vulnerable, that open. All
I
right,
think
so
in my I think in my relationships, I can say what they want. I'm that person that will pull the covers off you at 1 hour before your time, make sure your ass is cold, and get up and just start fussing. I hope you have a good sleep.
hey, ladies, that's why you don't deal with a light skinned dude right there. They
Ah,
petty.
Told
here we go.
I try to tell them one of us is enough.
I mean, because you slept with it the whole entire night. I was freezing, so I'm like, oh, she about to get up an hour. She don't need this.
That's
You know.
selfish.
Oh,
First off,
well, here we go. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go. Say no, don't try to
I'm just
have me.
saying. Y'all did a whole shift with that blanket and decide to share. And you know you about to get up in a minute. I know you're on your fourth drink. You ain't feel how cold it was yet. So by the time you turn around, I'm already, I got a couple more
Anything.
hours to get up before you do. So
I had an ex that she didn't only pull the cover, she'll roll on the cover. So the cover's underneath her. So you go to pull like
Ooh.
I'll pull ass like a top.
had a
Go to
casket tuck
sleep.
it. She casket shut
Yeah,
tucking it.
you know, tuck that bitch all around you like, hey, you know it's two of us in this bed, right? So yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
let's see here. So topic number 4. Final topic for tonight. What generational curses do you want to stop for your children? Not the blacklist. Yes, yes. That you late? Said that like an hour ago.
In
Let's
fact,
see.
you got to zoom up on it.
that, that metro moving slow, slow. All right, let's see here. Being well, my bad. Sydney Joanna says being the angry black woman.
Mm,
Interesting.
And K Fax says apologize to your kids when you're wrong.
yes.
Those are
That's another
those are
thing.
two. Those are two. A lot of times parents when you think back, a lot of times your parents didn't apologize. They just asked if you were hungry. Dinner's ready.
Hmm.
Or they
Oh,
finna
you want
take
to
you
come to the
somewhere.
store?
Yeah, you wanna come to the store and they'll let you pick out some candy. You before you get a whole dialogue or don't touch shit, don't ask for shit, I ain't buying shit. But now today it's go get you a candy, a piece of candy you want. You know, it's just like
They never
yeah,
know how to take accountability.
apologizing is something there. Sydney, I know Sydney for some years, so I get what she's saying. Being the angry black woman, a lot of times we are passionate as people,
Hmm.
and a lot of times the not only generational trauma but cultural trauma, but also the perspective. You
Hmm.
know, a black woman gets passionate about something, she's angry about something, and it's automatically she's that angry black woman. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some of these motherfuckers out here that fits the mold. But for a lot of
Hmm.
times, that's not the case. They're just passionate. If somebody else did it, they'll hear them out. Just like as a black dude, you know, I get loud because I'm upset about something. I'm an angry black dude, the big black dude. You know, um, and we're treated unjust for that. So I can get that. Um, but I think that also goes with teaching our kids not going to physical punishment as the first form of punishment. A lot of us
Yeah.
growing up, our first form of punishment was a whooping. We didn't not timeout. What we used to joke about white kids getting timeout. I wish I got a damn timeout. I got knocked out, but um our kids see that and they don't know how to communicate outside of being the happy or angry. So being able to talk through those, talk through why you're in trouble, talk through why you maybe did something that caused you to get in trouble, talk through why you made that choice. Yeah, just like he just said, making bad choices. Talk through those things teaches kids as they get older that there's a different there's steps between happy and angry, and you don't have to just jump to angry. So, what y'all think? What's something that y'all would want to or what generational curse you would like to break with your children?
Who wants to take it? I'll go. Ooh,
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead,
Well,
Simone.
okay,
ladies first.
so
You
thank
dress for the
you.
occasion. I'm just here. Ladies first.
No, no, no. I had to fresh. Okay, so well, it's kind of in a sense, I'll break it down, but I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt someone financially with my children. So, for example, I got the inspiration with this topic because I was on TikTok and I don't know, it's never happened to me, but I believe that it can happen to a lot of black families and maybe even other demographics. But this girl was, she was getting emotional because when she was 18, when people are 18, yeah, you are legally qualified as an adult. So you just, sign anything. You're actually qualified to signing a legal document. So
Hmm.
now she is 28, and now this is still, she's married, everything, and this is still coming back to haunt her. So pretty much her mother I think she had got a lease in her daughter's name or
Oh man.
whatever. Yeah. So
Oh
it was one
wow.
of those types of things. So I can't remember how the story broke down like step by step because it was like a couple of days ago, it was like sometime last week. But she was, just saying that I just want this to stop because basically, when your parents tell you to sign something, you just sign it. She didn't know any better. So just to do things like that, and that is still like altering her credit and things like that for her doing things that, I guess like her mom failed to make certain payments or whatever. And now they're coming to her for her those payments to be made when that wasn't, her lease and things like that. It was just like, signing something just to have another witness or whatever the case may be. So, but with that being said, I never want to open a credit card in my child's name. I would never do that. I would not even think of doing that. So I can only imagine what that could happen to somebody else because that's really just messing up their whole entire future because when we're 18 we're just like, oh, credit card, like boom, they're not being with the proper education and stuff like that. So anything financially that's going to harm them, that is something that I never want to do. And black people just need to do better because who does that?
And just to touch on something, yes, we've all known somebody or been the person that was that knew somebody or been the person that had a cell phone or house phone or lights in your name as a kid. Um, Now, as for the credit card, if you're not good at money management, then you need to not try to manage your kids' money. But if you have discipline and you've learned some skills that you can do, yes, there's nothing wrong with at 18 getting your kids their first card, even if you're attaching them as a line of credit on your card, so that they have this established line of credit. And with that card, they pay a little bit, pay it off. They maybe their cell phone bill, you pay it off. Some gas, pay it off. That's how you build your kids' credit. That's one thing. But if you don't have discipline with your money and good money management skills, don't fuck up your kids' money because now you dipping into their credit card and dipping into their bank accounts and dipping into their shit to pay off your stuff you didn't plan for.
That actually happened to me, moment of transparency, and I closed the account because I caught
Yeah.
on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they have access, sometimes they take advantage of that, and it's sad that you got like I thank God that my mom was never that way. My mom was never that way. But I have some family members that were, and they
Mm-hmm.
found out, that oh well, I can just do this, and and once the child finds out, or the significant other, or the sibling finds out that you've been doing this, or even the parent, because they stealing for sometimes from their parents that are older, auntie stealing
Yep.
from granddaddy or grandmama. You lose it's a level of trust there that you say, I should have to look over my shoulder for my family members. Um,
Mm,
so my thing would be, I would say a generational curse will be money management and financial accountability.
yeah.
You know, I had horrible money management skills. It took me losing everything for me to say, all right, I need to do this better. Because a lot of times
That's
you don't realize,
good.
especially when you're making money, you don't realize that you're not managing it. You're thinking, I'm managing it well. I got it coming in, money in my account. I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. But you don't have like your rainy day phase, your rainy day fund. A lot of people make that mistake of thinking, oh, I have a rainy day fund of $10,000. $10,000 go like that. Trust me, I know. So that's why I use that number. Oh, $10,000 that'll help me get on my feet.
Mm.
That's how much feet you got.
Trust me. Trust me, $10,000 move fast. So,
Yeah.
and I had over $10,000, but that was my rainy day. Like, oh, that's gonna be enough. No, because you're not. If you don't understand what you're spending and how you're spending it and how much is going out, you don't really understand that. There's no way for you to prepare. That's why when I'm teaching, like when I'm working with my clients when they're working on budgets and shit, I always ask them, okay, cool. So, what's your? Because I do graphic design and brand design. However, I have people that still want to consult for just general business. I have a degree in business administration, so they're like, "Oh, all right, cool." So I'm consulting them on that, and they don't even know all their money going. The thing I ask is this: we always count our rent, our lights, our water, and our cell
Mhm.
phone. We never
Mhm.
count the insurance that's coming out. We don't count the gas we pay, the food we buy in groceries, or the food we order out. We don't count our entertainment funds. We don't count our miscellaneous money that we spend. So a lot of times people are like, oh, I only need about $1,500 to live. Realizing they're paying. All right, so if you only need $1,500 to live, but you make 4,000 a month, why don't you have at least $1,000 in your savings account?
Mm.
Mhm.
Because that'll
Yep.
double what you say you need and still have 1,000 left over, but you don't. So what is it spending? And when you take that time, my pledge brother from AK side, my business friend, I still remember when he did this. He had gave me this app because he's an accountant. Wayne did this shit. He's like, this the app I use to track my shit, and I connected to my bank account. And he say, don't look at it for the first month.
Mhm.
When I saw how much money I was spending on like Uber Eats, DoorDash, just going to the drive through to pick up some food real quick, that wasn't even counting the money I was spending on shit partying and shit. So, so I would say that would be the thing the generational curse I would want to cut out. What about you, RC?
I like y'all answers. I'm always taking the fork in the road with mine a little bit. Um, Building better relationships, like because
Mm.
you don't know. This is going for friendships and your significant others. Because everything is not great in what you think it is. You got to take more time out to learn a person. Just because you know somebody 5 years doesn't mean that in 5 years or 1 month they're going to change. So
Mhm.
it's so the thing is that it's people that, and I mean statistically, a lot of us have been in situations that we have the most people that did us wrong, and it's the biggest heartbreak is the ones we know for the longest. So that's something I want to say too. Another thing is protect your heart at all costs. This is going dealing with businesses. This is dealing with friendships. This is dealing with like scenarios, situations. Because when you get yourself more involved in stuff, you be the one that's hurt more than everybody else is being hurt. Because you're the one that's like the glue, the piece, and everything that's coming together. So it's like now you get more involved because you care about both sides. You have the
Mhm.
bigger heart between the two. So you wind up in a situation like that. Another thing is too, I don't know for everybody else, this could be a little dark about the situation. Um, it's not okay to put your hands on people.
Mm.
And and that goes for males and females. So at the same time, be careful about what you ask for. If you have a hurt and you have a problem, there's a gym. There's a personal area that you could go work out. Get it off your system. If you're steamed up, let it go that way. Don't turn this to a point that y'all both have permanent records and y'all really can't provide for nothing because of the situation you in.
That's
So
Yep.
true.
no.
You gotta really pay for your consequences.
I keep a heavy
Absolutely.
bag right there. So when
Uh,
I need to, you know,
See, my heavy bag I eat because there's a bunch of food in there, so my heavy bag a little bit different.
nah,
I'm
I
just
got a
saying.
I
heavy.
felt that.
But no, like, but that goes right back to it. I didn't learn that growing up. I only knew. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like, I don't like it. It's gonna be physical, and we have to train ourselves, our community. We have to train our young men and our young ladies that keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. So yeah, I hear you on that, bro. I hear you on that. Um, those are great things. Those are real good things. I think we really hit the nail on the head with that. Those are generational curses that I think will build a better society. What she said, She talking about the heavy food bag.
Talking about that food. When I said I got a bag of food, you know how Bree is when it comes to the food.
Yeah, she popped in
See?
like, huh? She like,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes, sir.
She was
Yes,
like,
sir.
so heavy food. What kind of food we talking about?
Oh man, yeah.
But yeah, that's the unless we have any final remarks on that topic, that's the last topic for tonight. We did the VX report. I did it.
I hope y'all did good. I'm proud
I
of you. I can't
I
look
I
at
added
my
comedy to it.
statistics.
It's okay.
I
I was
did
You
just
my
feeling
did
in your
best.
shoes a
good.
little bit. I don't wear those heels,
Okay.
but I'm just
I appreciate it. Came home, took the heels right off too. My feet hurt. Yes, I'm
there you
excited
go.
to
That
see.
part. See, came in here with the pearls and everything, so
I was
I know who
trying.
that
I was
is.
just trying to log on. I was ready. I said, I hope I at least make it for one topic. I'm happy.
Nah, I figured because Vanilla's sick as a dog, and then I was like, yeah, she
Yes,
beat in
I didn't
traffic, but she
even
trying
know
to
she was
come.
that sick. So I was like, oh my gosh.
You should have heard her. She called me pre-show. If you need me to, I could do the show. No, you can't sit your ass down somewhere. Sounded like the theme from
Sound
Lord of the
like
Rings. The
sound like
ring.
ET. No, no. What about ET when he was under that respirator, like had a
Yeah,
whole little
like
pressure in the hospital?
I said, nah, you sound like a little boy. Get off the phone, and go to sleep.
Listen. My thing is, I have my boy back, just in case, situations like this. But at the same time, we all go through stuff. So
Yeah. I
personal
was
matters.
holding it. I was like, shit, I'm gonna hold it down. I know she gonna come eventually. And then RC popped in. Like, I'm here. I'm like, hit the link.
Yeah.
Shit. Like,
Yeah. I have to show up, boss. I was ready to work. Like it's cool. I'm
what
here.
what they do,
Got my
Ghost? I
got the tennis
appreciate you,
shoes
bro.
on and shit. So yeah, no doubt, man. Listen, no matter what conditions I'm in, like I said, I'm always gonna have your back, bro. So it's all right.
Shit. We in this thing, but man, we at the end of the show, man. Any last remarks? I'm gonna start off with RC. Any last remarks, bro?
What I was gonna say is tomorrow's not promised a day. Please check on your loved ones and make sure that they're safe. And also be careful, be mindful of the people that you're around and the company that you keep. Everything is not known for each circle that's supposed to be involved around. Your business is your business until you make it your business, and then it be a business. So salute to y'all and I appreciate y'all.
Man,
Man,
what
that
about
was
you, Miss
powerful.
Simone? Any final
Let's
words?
see.
Watch the
Stay
pearls.
blessed. I threw them off. Stay blessed. Keep your circle small. Right. I know the quote wrong, but keep a small circle for sure. And then just tell people that you love them again. I don't have much. Just like be mindful, really, of the company you keep because there's a lot of snakes out here. Can't tell everybody
Definitely,
your business. You got to
definitely.
really be mindful of that. So yeah, keep those and then return the favor for those who look out for you.
You forgot
Definitely.
one. Don't run 60 miles per hour in hills. Go ahead, carry on.
I never did that. Oof, don't do, yeah, don't.
The shimmy.
Oh,
But I was driving like at least 80 miles per hour with those. But
my my last words would be, first off, if I say my last words, I just want to give a special shout out to my pops. He passed away. Yesterday was the anniversary of him passing. 4 years yesterday. And it was a tough day. And everybody, I had friends and family that reached out, and checked on me all day. So I definitely want to give a shout out to all the, the fathers out there, the sons out there. But also just say your parents. Like, we get so caught up in the fact that our parents are our parents, and they gonna get on our nerves like we get on theirs. But at the end of the day, they still our parents. So anything, any sorries, any apologies, any forgiveness that you go ahead and get it out the way, because when it's no longer, you can no longer get out the way. Trust me, that shit,
And I
and
just ooh,
you can't even get there. So
and I just recently lost mine Saturday. So
yeah, and
yeah,
our condolences to you and your family. I didn't know if you wanted to share that, so yeah, definitely. Um,
respectfully, I mean, I just see how comfortable it was when you felt comfortable about it, and that's why we took shots because
yeah.
I said, regardless of my condition, you know what I mean, I want to make sure I'm still celebrating with my brother and we make sure that we good.
Yeah,
But I finally got justice. I really feel happy about it though.
hey, that's what it's about, bro. And like I said, you and your family's in my prayers and all our prayers. And we don't want to end this on a sad note. We definitely just want to end it on a real note. This is Vibe Society. This is where we go. We talk. We be us. We let free. And I just wanted to say that. So to everybody, I hope I heard this cheers before. I heard this toast before from my homeboy D Phrase. And ever since then, I always held on to it. He always said, "I hope all your pain is champagne." Until next time, I go by the name LB Easy, aka Passport Pop, here with the beautiful Simone and my boy RC. And I want to say definitely shout out to everybody that tuned in. Ghost, King Mary, Greedy Bree.
Hmm.
Uh, we got Britt that was in this thing, Brittany Cooper. Talented. Oh my God, that girl is a dancer and she sing like we gotta work on that album, Britt. Hookah therapy. And always everybody that follows on social media, everybody that hit the Cash App. Hopefully y'all did. I can't see it yet, but if y'all did, y'all did. If y'all didn't, next time. But until then, y'all have a great weekend. Y'all be safe, and we'll see y'all next week. This was Vibe Society.